Hello, welcome back to Freebie Friday. Going to continue on from where we left off with Wired. So this was the video last time.
The switch in this room has 3 connectors instead of 2. This means that you can not only use it to break or complete a circuit, you can also use it to redirect the flow of charge from one machine to another.
Okay, so the puzzle's changed from this point on to where we can redirect things. This can be... Ultimately, we want to make sure that we got it going through the fuel cell. Sometimes puzzles like this, it's easier just to do one at a time. Because I kind of... Not actually sure how to solve this one. We've completed 20% already. Okay, so that lifts that door up. That's what we need. And now we need to change the switch so that we can operate the other door. But how do we do that when we've only got one fuel cell? See, this is where I'm confused. Let's put that there, that there, and that over there. Now if I flip the switch, technically that should work. There we go. I'm not sure if that's supposed to how you're supposed to solve it, but it worked. So as you can see, the puzzles are getting more and more complicated. Got to use the computer again. I don't know how this ends. I believe so. This guy is centric inventor. Okay, so that's going to get us up, but that's going to trap us from getting to the ladder. And then we need the platform to go up and the other thing to drop. Okay. So again, I've got to set this up now so that I can redirect. But I need... Okay, I did the opposite than what I needed to do. But scientists built this. The whole game, the principle of the whole game is to teach people about... I'm just going to turn the sound down. The whole game is the principle to teach people about how electricity works. And after his wife died, who I think is us. I think we're the dead wife. I don't know if we're ghost form. We saw him later on as a very old Fu Manchu type of scientist. So I guess I think that might be it actually, because that's up. And then if I switch that, that should raise that. And yes, that's how you solve that one. Oh, there you go. I'll turn it up just in case if there's another video. Okay. Hello.
Right. We do voltage.
Voltage. Awesome.
Everybody does voltage first.
Yeah.
And then we say voltage equals current times resistance. But then it just looks like current is like a bigger or a smaller version of voltage, which isn't right. And there's a load of maths that you have to do in your head. We can't have people solving equations while they're jumping off platforms and climbing ladders.
No, please not. Problems, problems, problems. Last thing I want is to do maths game. I'm okay with learning electricity. Oh.
What about we visualize the voltage and current inside the wires? So the voltage is like the brightness of the blobs, and the current is like the speed that they move through the wires at.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. No, that doesn't work because you can't tell if something's moving, say, twice as fast as opposed to 3 times as fast as something else. Or if something is half as bright as opposed to 1/3 as bright. Something like. You don't get that quantitative understanding, which I think is crucial here, isn't it?
Yeah, I see your point. Problems, problems, problems. Thank goodness there's no fall damage. Oh, hello.
We stick with the equations. But we build them out of metal. I'm imagining some kind of sort of mechanical device here.
Right.
And then that allows the individual symbols to grow and shrink as the current and other quantities in the circuit change.
Ah.
So as people sort of mess around with the circuits, they'll see the equations sort of stretch and change as they're doing it. And that will allow them to create this sort of intuitive connection between what's going on in the wires and what's going on in the equations.
I like your epiphany there.
Madness.
Oh, my poor husband.
This just requires a little bit of thinking about.
There you go. Keep going. The videos are worth just watching. They made the game. Okay, again. Got another. So again, I'm finding it easier just by breaking them up one at a time. Okay, so we need to run that there. I did find it easier doing one at a time. Madness. How do I do this? Let's do this one. What about if we do a leap? No, that won't. Will that work? No. If I run that over there and run that... No, but changing that won't do anything. I've got to... What about if I can add that now? Because I'm running them both through the same one. I have no idea what I'm doing here. That well? No, just can't get over. Nearly. Just got to drop that apple. That's off, so I've got to get that off. Does that work? Let's try that. Yes! Am I good or what? Just because I've been dead for who knows how many years and I've been sent back in time. Huh.
Hello. Well, this all took quite a lot longer than I expected it to get this sorted out. But I think I now have a way to explain all this stuff that makes sense. So that's good. You're here too. Great.
Yep.
Obviously, this wasn't the only thing I was doing. You know, I do have other things in my life. Like,
you better not have another lower. After I've run this maze.
Let's get on with the next bit.
I'm happy you cleaned yourself up there, bud. You're looking scruffy before. But technically, if I've gone back in time... Oh, we're going back to easy puzzles. Technically, if I've gone back in time, then he wouldn't look like Dr. Fu Manchu anymore. So how does that work? It's like a time paradox. If that's how this story's going. Oh, there's another video. Better turn it up again.
Wire more than one unit up to a fuel cell. If you let the current flow,
Goes over the top of his fingers. Nice.
Out of one machine and into another. This is called wiring machines up in series.
I would say that it would slow down the current as well. Because you're using more and more machines. So I can kind of see how the game's teaching you electricity.
Charge can move through wires very quickly.
Yeah, I didn't go over his fingers.
Remember your short-circuiting adventure? Well, machines have something called resistance. Now, resistance slows charge down. And the more machines you have in series, the more resistance the charge has to push through, and the slower it flows. Now, the slower the charge is flowing, the less power it can deliver to each of the machines. So, the more machines you have wired up to a fuel cell, the slower each one runs.
Okay. As I thought. Ooh. So I gotta... Hang on, what am I doing here? Technically, I just want to run that one. That'll get me to the second area, and then I want to... No, that doesn't work. Why hasn't that worked? What am I missing here? Oh, there's a second. I can just walk through to the second computer. So I want to rewire this up now while I've got a charm. Now I've got to go back to the other computer. Oh, okay. That was a lot easier than I made it to be. I'll just jump up, I guess. Yep. Okay. I made that a lot harder than it needed to be. What do we got now? So we've kind of gone back to the beginning by the looks of it, and just got to run through all the loops again. So the problem solving's gone back to being easy. Ouch, got a headache. Panadol. Again, just operating a loop, I guess. Allows me to get up that one, and now I want to go back down. Rewire the loop. So I'll go to about 30-minute mark. Don't know where that will take me. This game will take a while by the looks of it. There's a lot to it.
When we used to run the school, when it was a normal school, I used to look after the kids mostly, and Melissa would manage the teachers. That turned out to be quite a good utilisation of our skills. And then she died. Had I told you she died already? Doesn't matter. They don't even know what it was. She just she got ill one day and went to hospital. And then 2 weeks later, there she was. Gone. Don't know why I'm telling you all this. I'm going to re-record all these films anyway when the school's finished. Maybe a little bit less rambling.
So I think with Melissa, I think once we died, he put us in a cryogenic chamber or something. In the future, they fix whatever we died from and then send us back in time. Once we died, he kind of did this scientific school teaching about electricity as a means of saying, as a commemoration of it, or as a thought, because this is something they thought up together. So it's kind of like a Dr. Frankenstein sort of. That's what I'm getting the vibes of. I'm not sure. The game doesn't say in the store page. Just says it's a game teaching you about electricity. Which is kind of ironic, because all I learned about electricity is dangerous. Ouch. That's it. By the looks of it, I just have to connect this one up first. That'll let me get to the next area. So on the bottom right hand side, you can see how much of the game I've completed. So far I've completed 28%. We're getting close to the 30-minute mark, so I won't even get to 40% like I did last time. In the first run through, we got to 20%. So if you want to see how the game started, look at the other video. I guess just cut it. But I need to run the other one. I can jump over it quickly. Ah, there we go. I'm not sure if that's how you solve it, but it works. I just cut it and it gets me to the other area. Keep hitting my head. I'm gonna have brain damage by the time I see him.
I can still see you, you know. I can hear you. Don't know why you're here, Melissa.
So he has called us Melissa.
Obviously.
And he wouldn't know how if we've gone back into the past. But how's he seeing us through looking at a camera lens? There's a lot of questions here. And why such an elaborate thing to get me? I mean, a box of chocolates and flowers would just suffice. Oh no, that doesn't work. I gotta do one at a time. Need to do just the other one. And then rewire both of them up, but looks.
When a machine is powered up, it has a glowing square next to it. This is called a power square.
Really?
Now, the area of the power square shows how much power is being delivered to the machine. The smaller the square, the less power it has, and the slower it runs.
Is that a real electrical term? Gotta look that up. So again, it looks like I just have to do one at a time, maybe, as there's two computers here. That will get me to the other computer. So the puzzle has gone back to getting easy again. At the 27-minute mark, so getting close to finishing this part again. That lifts that up. But I need to lift up the other one here too. Now I need to disconnect this door, so this door shuts. I need to keep the power to that one, and that should solve that area. And we're at the 28-minute mark. So I'll see if I can solve this puzzle, and then might call it a day. Good grief, what's that horrible sword noise? Oh man. Okay, what are we doing here? That has to go up. I need this door, steel door on the left to go up also. And then I need to send it back down. That's the power cell, so I've got to use that. That. Does this work? And then just flick that. No, because I need that first platform to stay. Okay, so that's going to keep the platform down. Now I can set up the next platform? Yeah. Okay, now I can, on this side, set it to go through all the machines again. No, because that's... I do need to set it through the machines. Because I need to lift this door. Okay, and then I manually change the lever and then walk around. And that should raise both platforms, and I circle around. It's gone 30 minutes, so I'll just finish this room off. I believe I've solved this one. We're at 32, heading on to 33%. Oh, we've got a video. Watch the video.
Do people live on after they die? Most people seem to think that they can live on by passing their genes onto their children. You know, having kids. I mean, my genes aren't me, are they? They've been knocking around the human gene pool for millennia. And even if we had had kids, in a couple of 100 years, my genes would have been so diluted that, genetically speaking, it would be like I never existed. What persists? Knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge doesn't get diluted. Once it gets up here, it forms a foundation. And on that foundation you can build more knowledge. And eventually you can build a tower up to the sky.
Jeez, that got profound really quickly. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. We'll leave it there and I'll catch you next time for next Freebie Friday. Until then, bye for now.